Did you have any issue with his door? Did it keep closed? You had a lot of devices being triggered on the top of the concrete table. But this guy here, he's after our chicken. Come back to slow connection. I've got to come back out of this room. So I'm going to leave the camera in the stair area. I'm
going to leave the cellar door shut.
All right, okay. I saw somebody on the stairs and when I looked at gone, and then I saw another person up there a bit later on. So I'm going to leave this camera looking at the stairs. So AD from To Investigate said they didn't have the door closing on them.
Oh yeah, no.
Back up.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it opened a couple of times. It opened, then shut, then opened and shut again. I know it's a flimsy door, but there wasn't a lot of draft that night.
Yeah.
But there's a way it opened, because if you look back on the video, it's like a live cam, like I've got now. And we heard it the second time do that. We was all upstairs on the landing, and then we came down. Obviously, we used this door, but when we actually looked back on the live video, it did it a few times, but it just gone like that and then shut, opened, shut.
Yeah.
Guys, I've just kind of seen something.
What did you see?
I was stood here, just panning the camera around, just looking at that corner of the eye, flashed in front of more or less where the end of the city is. Right in the corner of the eye. But of course, it wouldn't be when I was pointing the camera with. Just round about here.
Hi guys, happy Halloween. We got a bit behind. We had signal trouble and we had all sorts of other trouble, so it was like getting on with the stream, to be honest. And we haven't even started the investigation yet, so I've just left the camera running, as you can see, and hopefully we might get that cellar door moving like it did last time we were here when it was on a live cam. So I hope you all had a happy Halloween. And yeah, so a little bit late with everything, unfortunately, getting started.
I'm going to leave this camera here. It seems to be the better signal. Did he just do it there? I've just seen that. Oh, was that in the head?
Oh, it was Phil's just gone.
Has he walked through?
Yeah. I think it is going to be a good live Patsy, yeah.
So, try and get a shot so it's got that door in as well.
Do you want to move my camera? Huh?
No. What's happened there?
It's a telephone. Oh, yeah, it's a telephone.
Playing as a song.
Oh.
That is actually. Do you know what that is? That's actually the internals of the piano. And do you know what harp was first thought of? They took the internals out of the piano and put it on, you just played the strings. And that's what you're looking at when you see a harp. It's literally one of them, yeah. Oh, you're learning all sorts tonight, aren't you?
So quickly,
Sound effects.
this is PSI, Paranormal Investigators.
Hello.
And nothing happens to you two as a rule. I brought you to Antwerp Mansions tonight. Mark,
Yes.
you've seen two figures.
I've seen a figure
Or you thought you
on
saw?
that part of the stairs, then another figure at the top. But by the time I turned around, it had gone. It's gone with the eye phenomenon.
Yeah.
It could be because of the paintwork on the back walls, you know.
Casting shadows and stuff.
Yeah, possibly. Just the shape of the painting.
Just playing with your eyes. Yeah, there's plenty going on up there, isn't there?
What did you see in that room, Tony? In that room you just been in?
Well, do you know, I don't know if I did or it was right in the corner of my eye, but it was a burst of light to the left of me, just at the end of the setting in that room. So, who knows?
That's Mark playing on the harp. Huh?
It is. It's the inside of the piano.
Are you leaving that running live, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got the cellar door in?
Yeah. I've got the staircase and the cellar
And
door.
that cellar door. I've got a live camera out on that cellar door now, so
Just try not to kick the cellar.
that's where I'm going to leave it
Might
running.
have to leave a little light.
Why they're concentrating so much on the cellar door, guys, is that door right there is known to open and close of its own accord. So we'll see. We've got 2 live cameras on it. Mark's got us on it, Phil's got us on it. So, you know, it's well covered.
And tonight I'm going to do the PSI experiment.
That's right. You're going to start taking the old PSI method.
So really looking forward to doing that. See what happens.
We're going to record that on hand cam and it will go on YouTube.
That's what I'm doing tonight. PSI method. I will take my own camera down and film that as well.
Brilliant.
In night vision.
Yes.
So
Excellent. Excellent.
there is a bit of noise here though, unfortunately, because of the fireworks outside. We are in the middle of a city. So you are going to get that noise.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the city in this place, aren't we?
Yeah.
But it's quiet enough.
Yeah. Always fireworks. Doesn't matter what month you come here, there's fireworks every month you come. Yeah. They must have a lot of money to spend, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
Channel 12.
You're on 12. We tend to go wandering, so
That's fine. Yeah. I'll just shout you. Don't worry about me. I'll just die.
You can run quicker than a guy. So when we put the lights out, we'll leave that on the piano so there's a bit of.
Yeah, just a bit of light on that door. Are we starting now, are we?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. How about popping the lamp just behind the piano, just so it really kind of nice and luminous?
Just hang on.
You want to get the stairs as well.
Alright, how about popping the lamp just where you like it, so it looks really illuminates the stairs and the door.
Guys, I have got this if it's any use. We can put colours on it, change the colours. If you want to leave one of them running instead, it's up to you. Or you just want a white one.
Yeah, I guess if it could be lent against the
It's up to you.
the piano leg or something, that illuminated.
I can do that.
Kind of quite an arty way.
It's just not quite. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, whatever's
No,
best.
that's good.
If you got enough light there,
In fact, can you turn that down a bit?
I don't know if I can turn the light down. To be honest, I can move it maybe across.
Oh, no, it's all right.
I don't know if you'll have enough light there, don't I?
It's going to be a fact.
I just don't. It's going to be light when the lights go out. Unfortunately,
There's no food.
Where's the light switch?
they're all in there. I'll leave it there.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not food.
yeah, it could be the cooking in
Yeah,
the
it's really
house.
good. It smells quite nice.
Yeah.
So we're going back to this camera shortly. We're going to wander about and go in the basement, I think.
Come and say hello to camera. Come here. Come here. Bear. Come here. Come here. You're not speaking, are you? I'm just talking to the dog if you wondered who I'm talking to.
I've got my light panel for the oh, the one doesn't look like lights on these anyway. You just set them up in the corner of the room if needed.
Do you want lights out, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the right light here, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, get the lights out, get the torches on. Let's get a bit Scooby-Doo.
Let's get spooky.
Where's it going?
Anywhere you want, mate. We've got all night, haven't we?
Yeah, Leanne, we're in Manchester. This is Antwerp Mansion in Manchester. And it is pretty big. It's going to be a good person to invest in it. That's not as creepy as that, is it? It's
Right, we are going to be switching the lights off at any minute. You okay, Callum? You okay, mate? Lights.
So we are now going to go around to special.
Do you want these lights out, Tony?
yeah.
What's your chip over the dog, mate? Oh, I just knocked Mark off.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tell me when. Hey?
And if you need lights, I'll go through there and touch. I mean, we've got those two little lights through there. Yeah.
We can't switch the toilet light off
Right.
in there, apparently.
No props.
Don't fall over that. We got enough light on that door. Yeah. Enough light on there, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got enough light on the door.
Yeah, very good.
Right then, where do you want to start? Actually, switch this light off.
Why Mrs. and not Mr.? Would you have asked that question if I had said it the other way, perhaps? You sexist. Mark. I think perhaps he's a bit sexist.
She likes gold too.
Don't wake the sleeping giant, perhaps.
Oh, wasn't I lost the name?
It's just in there. Just, yeah. Okay.
Hi, Les from Cornwall. How you doing, mate? Yeah, it was good to see you. David Sowerfield, mate. Yeah, what do you think of the videos? Let me know. Yeah, it was a cracking night.
Oh, David, great to see you.
Absolutely fantastic place. I want to come back as well next year, hopefully, at some point. So I'll get in touch with Bev. Yeah, it was funny, really, because I went in that number 2 at the beginning of the night, and then I went into block 3. I think it was the squash courts, and that felt, out of every room, to be honest, Les, that felt a bit strange, that room, as soon as I walked in there. And then, I don't know if you heard it on camera, I think it was in part 1, and it was like one of the artifacts had moved. It was really interesting. It was quite spooky, to be fair. I don't get spooked, but it did have a different feeling. But yeah, absolutely fantastic place, Bob. And I do want to come back at some point, maybe next year.
No, but if it runs on phantom power, then you need 48 volts on.
It's going to need this camera hard just to get so we can get the door at the bottom in. So you're seeing about halfway up the door now.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Yeah, they're the only ones we're like using. So we've got 3 of those. It makes sense.
So as we walk around, we're going to turn all the lights off.
I think they will off. Yeah, well, as we go up. Yeah. Right, so we're downstairs, aren't we? Should we start then?
Yes.
Are you going live with your cameras now, lads? Yeah.
We'll just be going around with the live for now.
Okay. Do you want the lights on, man?
I'll be on filming as well.
And then we'll like carry on with the lives.
This lab is on still.
Okay.
Facebook lab.
Okay.
And we'll do a bit upstairs, do a bit of a video, take some recording, see if we can just get anything. We'll get down and then we'll get you in the basement.
Yeah.
And get on the PSI method.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So Phil is going to do the PSI method with us tonight. He's experienced nothing like that before. So it will be, I mean, generally, if someone's new to the PSI method, as you guys will know, nothing really is experienced.
Do you want to come up with you, Mark?
Well,
Do you want me to come up with you?
that just comes down to trusting the person and makes trusting. So hopefully, yeah, on Halloween, Phil will experience
Yeah.
well, Phil, Debbie says hi.
Hi, Debbie. Hello. Happy Halloween. I'm not sure where the lights are up here, Mark. I might have to go back downstairs. There should be a light switch somewhere.
Switch social.
I'm just trying to find the light switches to switch everything off. That's that one. I'll go back down. It might be run from downstairs, maybe. I'll go and have a look.
All right, okay.
Just trying to find the light switch to switch everything off. Give us a shout if it goes off, lads.
Yeah, we'll do.
That's a fucking thing. Is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
The fuck is that then? Right, well, I've lost my torch and now we can't switch the lights off. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Try that, haven't we?
He's got one main switch for everything.
Just that one, isn't it? Did this not go off either? Have these stayed on?
There'll be one main switch, won't there?
You switch that light up for it to come on.
It's going to be in a real daft place. It's going to be a real obvious
Maybe it's in
place.
the basement.
I don't think it is, you know, Mark. You got your torch? Take it downstairs. Get it back in there.
Turn it on. It's a bit.
God, that's heavy, mate. Still something in the other nice switch, yeah. Go on the doors. Anything? No, because you can switch them off. It's annoying me now.
That's it.
Got it? We're in darkness at last. Behind the cellar door. Right. We're in darkness at last. That took about half an hour. Check of the house. Cheers, Mark. Can't allow you switch it on, mate.
Sure.
What's happening?
I mean, you can't really see much of the light at the minute. It's just floating.
It's dark, isn't it? So creaky, them floorboards moving around.
It all adds to the experience that I'm
Yeah.
creaky old building, creaky old floorboards.
That's you can hear creaky on camera. That's us walking around at the top of the landing.
You know what? Actually, I'm full of expectation now. I wouldn't be surprised if something that we can recall happened here this evening, especially tonight being the time of year that it is. I mean, all the energy that's gone on here, all the things that have gone on under this roof.
Did you speak then, Tony?
No. I thought I had something.
Did you hear that?
I thought I had something from your direction.
That was weird. That was like
Did anyone?
weird.
What? I didn't hear it.
Just as you spoke, I thought it was Tony. All I heard, all I can say what it sounded like was
Yeah,
like a, and that was it. And I thought it was Tony. Did you hear that?
I did hear it. I thought it came from your direction.
I thought it came from you. That's why I said, did you speak? It was just like couldn't say what it said. It was just like a.
But it was a voice.
If anybody's heard that downstairs, I don't know if you can actually hear me on the camera downstairs now. But if you heard anything, let me know in the comments if you heard that.
If you do hear bands like that, let me just hear people letting fireworks off that morning. But I can't imagine that going on all the time. But there was a definite voice.
It was like a whisper, as if to say, shh, oi, or oi, something like that.
If there is anyone in spirit, can you bang or make a louder noise?
I'm talking to spirit now. Can you let us know that you are around, if you are around at all? Can you give us some kind of sign?
Can you move this swing, what is attached to the ceiling behind me? Can you make it spin or swing it?
Yeah, Babsy, that was one of the fireworks outside. Can you use your energy to move this thing, please? Can you use your energy to move this way? We've heard all kinds of stories about this place. If you could summon up some energy, if you can, and even if you are here with us, we don't know that for sure. So we need a definite sign. If there is anything in this place, can you summon up the energy just to move this through? Can you start to swing this thing?
If that was you tried to speak to us before, could you try again, please? Can we hear your voice? Fireworks.
You moved something on the desk at this place once, and apparently the story says that they were incredibly freaked out about it. Can you do something again for us tonight on that place? I mean, we could be full of expectations, and it would be wonderful to see something like that. Can you manifest yourself through some kind of show of energy? you speak to us again, because we think we heard your voice. Can you speak to us again? Can you even tell us your name? This is Mark.
I'm Phil.
That's Phil. I'm Tony. Can you tell us your name? Did you hear that?
What was that?
I heard that.
What was that?
There was a voice.
Did you hear it? That was what I heard. That is exactly what I heard
That was a
before.
male voice.
But that, yeah, that noise went on longer than what it did last time. Did you? I'm glad you heard it because I thought it was me. Yeah, that's exactly what I said before.
Yeah.
I said to Tony, it was like,
Yeah.
and I've just, did you hear that?
Yeah.
But that was a lot louder. Not louder, that was longer, sorry.
Babsy has just said, what was that then?
There was a male voice.
It was like, yeah.
We are getting voices in this place, guys. We are getting voices in this place and they seem to respond to our requests.
Thank you. For,
A voice recorder.
I don't have a voice recorder here.
thank you for coming close to us again, making and trying to speak to us. Thank you so much. Just so as we know it is you, and definitely you, could you do that again, please? Or come close to one of us and do it right down our ear or something, just so as we know it's you. Thank you for what you've done. Bear's asleep on the city, by the way, guys. Bear's asleep on the city.
Right, okay.
As soon as you switch the lights off, he usually goes to bed. He's asleep in the room now. And if you don't know who Bear is, it's the dog. But this is why I love this place, because every time you always seem to get something different every time you come. And it's, I've never, in all the times I've been here, and I've been a lot, I've never heard like a voice like I've heard tonight.
Well,
And that's what I'm saying. Every time you come, you seem to get something a little bit different.
right.
But I'm just glad Mark heard that.
Well, like I was saying to the people who were watching the live, when we came into this room, Babsy asked, do you feel anything tonight? I said, to a point, I was, no, I don't feel a thing. But I have every expectation that something's going to happen. You know, because it's that kind of atmosphere. You don't feel anything specific, but you know something's going to happen.
That's the best audible voice I've heard in all the time I've investigating this place. Yeah, well, that's another thing, isn't it? I hope I've got a radio mic. If anybody's on the cellar live cam downstairs, I've got a radio mic on me. I don't know if you're actually picking me up still from up here, but if anybody heard that like a voice, like a, please let me know in the comments. Be interesting to know. Because I've also got this radio mic on, which is linked to the tablet downstairs. So I just don't know if it's signal will pick it up from here. What?
If you put your torch on that chair, can you use your voice recorder?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do you want to hold the torch, Mark? Told me. So again, what we've heard, Mark's heard it, as you've heard it, we've heard voices. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to stick, Tony's got a DVP recorder, so we're going to try that now and see if we can actually pick anything audible up. But if you heard anything on the live cam, let us know.
Right, okay, so we'll be doing some, just going to see if we can capture some EVPs. We've already, right guys, we've already heard 2 audible voices tonight. And I'm not surprised, so we're just going to go ahead and do a few EVPs, see if we get anything on the playback. We're not promising anything, but this we have to try, okay? If there's anyone here with us in spirit, We think we've heard you twice already tonight. A good, loud, audible voice. If there's anybody here with us in spirit, please feel free to talk to us. We're not afraid. Please approach. Let us know that you are here with us. This is exactly what we are here for. Thank you. If you speak now to this device in my right hand, we'll play it back and we'll hear your voice. What was that?
Well, just before we play it back, Mark's, I asked for that,
There was like somebody in my left ear.
but I asked for that.
What did you say?
I said go close to somebody and speak into
I
their
could
ear
hear like, it
before.
was almost as if there was going like that, making mouth noises in my left ear.
And that's what I asked for before. I said, if it was definitely you, come closer to one of us and speak to us.
These noises on here,
Go on, Lee.
this recorder, Mark,
Yeah. Which one is it? Sony?
it's the Olympus.
Oh yeah.
I must have used this over 10 years. And I know to keep my hands still on it. And I have a really particular grip on it, and it's that's just the grip I use. I don't know what those noises are on that recording. Let's just carry
Is it
on.
like that noise?
Yes.
See, that's what I had with my tablet last time, all the way through the live stream. All you could hear was it. Like the sound was all, something was interfering with the sound, but I'm just thinking now, this radio mic won't interfere with that, will it?
Let's just listen to the rest. That's me moving my thumb to switch off. That.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'll just go and check on that camera. Said anything. Just if anyone picked up on that sound.
I'm just going to play this again.
Just coming down the stairs, guys, that's me. Tony and Mark are upstairs still, just doing an EVP, excuse me, an EVP session. What did you hear? What did you hear, Les? Can you tell me? We sounded like a voice going like that while we were upstairs.
if there's anybody else here in spirit, if there's anybody here in spirit, you can talk. I'm Tony, we've got Phil and Mark. Could you tell us your name, please? Nothing. It seems to have more work. Just asking out and then just listening. Because apparently that's 3 times tonight already.
See, this is when we've always had the activity in the cellar. Now, when me and Gary came, we had quite a lot of stuff, like audibles up here and down there, and then here when somebody was in the bedroom, we heard whistling in this room. But I've never heard them noises that what I'll say sounded like a voice or a whispering voice. But, so we've all heard it now.
The thing is, I knew it wasn't female, it sounded male to me.
Yeah. It did, it sounded male. Babsy has just said, was that a voice saying what?
So she's definitely heard something then.
Yeah.
Is that the first time that's ever happened to you, Mark?
What's that?
Like a voice in your ear?
I have had it before, but yeah, you know, I'd be hearing me back.
Was that any of the Pinto family who've just come and spoken to us? This was your home for 82 years. If it was you, could you do it again? Could you come talk to us again, please? Hello?
Move on to the next room.
Yeah.
Each room that we have something in, I think we should all take a room after we've gone in and did a day.
Yeah.
And if we've all got recorders or cameras, just ask out again.
Yeah. Do you want to pick a room now? Or are we picking a room now, Mark?
I don't know.
Whatever. We've got 3 rooms, haven't we?
I think it's too close to that area.
What about the one at the end? Is it on this level?
Well, do you want me to go in there, right at the back?
If you want, yeah.
Would that be easier? If I go like down there?
Yeah, and I'll just film Tony trying one in that room. if you
Okay,
want.
I'll go to the bottom of here.
Yeah, cool. Right. I'll be in here, yeah?
yeah, Mark's definitely heard voices, which he doesn't usually hear. So what we've done now, we've all split. Right at the back now. I take it that's you, Mark. Mark? Mark? Was that you making that squeak? Was that you making them squeaking noises? You? Yeah. So I was just thinking of that cellar door. I thought. The Pinto family wish to come and talk to me and come and speak to me. I'm on my own now. Totally on my own. Hear your voice again. Make a sound in here. Can you open the cellar door? Let's hear your voice. Make a sound. Any sound at all. Can we hear your voice again? Can you come and talk to me like you spoke? That's a firework, guys. The only trouble with come, as it always seems, no exception. I know it's Halloween. We're getting near to bonfire night, so the fireworks are still going off. But yeah, I love this place. This is one of my favourite paranormal locations, to be honest. Talking quiet because Mark and Tony are in separate rooms up on this. We're all up on the first floor now. This is the room where Mark, Tony and myself heard what sounded like voices, people whispering before. So I just took the camera a bit out. Come on, let's hear your voice. Make a sound in here. Move your chair. I knock. Can you knock back? Can you knock back? Can we hear your voice again, please? Hello? Come on, make it. Oh. In the middle of the room, in the cage, under a chair, Could you make that cage swing? Could you make it swing? Can you go and affect Mark? Can you go and speak in Mark's ear again? Make a sound. Doc. Move a chair. Do you know what I was been thinking this is one location. Out of all the locations, I've never done this place on my own, ever. Future video. I'd love to hear your voice again. I'd love to hear you talk down my ear. Come closer to me. Hear your footsteps. Hello? Let's see, I'm just going to walk over there so I've got a view of the landing area. That's the staircase I'm actually padding into now. Can we hear your footsteps, please? Can you walk towards me if you were here? Make a sound. Come and touch me. Come on, I know this place may be haunted. It's about 20 to midnight now. There's still fireworks going off outside. Yeah, later on I'm going to try the PSI experiment down in the cellar. Not really sure what it consists of yet, so I'll be trying that later. I will be filming it. Yeah, looking forward to doing it. Something different. Can you open the cellar door downstairs? It's now 20 to, what time is it? It's now 25 to midnight. Could you open that cellar door downstairs and shut it again? Open the cellar door where the piano is and shut it again. Can you move something in here? Move an object? Throw something on the floor? Make a sound. Any sound at all. That was my foot. very difficult tonight asking for knocking, obviously, with all the fireworks going on outside. That sounded. Yeah. It could have just been one simple firework that went off. I thought I heard a knock over there. But again, it could have been a firework. That's what you're dealing with here. It's a fantastic place, but you do need to be careful of environmental noises here, outside. Being such an echoey building as well, if sounds get in, it could then amplify and it sound like it's coming from a different area than what it is. That's just Mark and Tony calling out, I think. I love this building. Love it. I'd really love you to open that cellar door. Any of the Puinto family here, Sophie Puinto. I know which bedroom you died in, and there's somebody in that room now. What bedroom you died in? I think he died at age 57. Could you go and affect that person? The one who was in your bedroom where you passed away. Can you go and affect him? Touch him? Just tap him on the shoulder. Prod him. Push him. I'm only saying that because I think Tony is in that bedroom that I've been talking about. He can't hear me. So if anything has happened to him, like he's been pushed or anything, he definitely can't hear me. So that'd be interesting later if I ask him and say, did you get anything? And he says, I've been pushed or whatever. That'd be quite interesting. There's a bit of noise from outside as well now with people talking. If you heard them like talking, then that was from outside. So go on Sophie Puinto if you were here, go and affect Tony. Go and affect him any way you want to. Having a good time out. Check a chair across the floor. Knock something off that old bar area. Loads of things for you to move. Saw a light in that room. you know, nothing can happen for ages. And every time so sometimes everything happens in the cellar, happens where I am now. There's no rhyme or meaning to saying where you're going to get activity in this building. It's very random. As I say, those voices, what we thought, what sounded like voices, I'd never heard them in all the times that I've done investigations here at Antwerp Mansions. And we've all heard them. Tonight, anyway. Come on, I want to hear your voice again. Hear your voice. Come on. If there's anybody watching the live cam of the cellar, if you want to, I'm not sure if PSI Paranormal Investigators have their live running as well. If you want to go and watch theirs, there'll probably be a bit more going on. Not sure if they're still actually filming on the live at the moment. Not sure. If you want to head over to their channel and have a look at the live on there and see if anything's happening. And feel free to do so. The only reason I left that live camera down there was in case that cellar door moved again. Gone very quiet now in here. I thought you two were in separate rooms. I thought you got in separate rooms.
We was going to just try something. Did you get any more in here?
Nothing.
We didn't get anything in that room. A lot of radio interference.
Right. No, got absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No. A lot of noise from outside, to be honest.
Right. Let's get you doing the PSI method.
Are we doing it now?
Yeah. What's the best place? The basement, do you reckon?
Are you going live?
We can do.
I was just saying, if you're going live, you
He's
might.
live on this one.
Did you get a signal down there though?
Yeah, I've got a banging signal down
Yeah,
there.
that's fine. Yeah, we do it down there.
It's up to you where you want to do it.
I'm easy. Do it in the cellar.
All right, let's get down to the cellar. Let's do it.
I'll go the quick way, Matt. I'll just put my camera on the tripod.
Yeah, I was going to do the same.
I want to film it, to be honest.
Just grab the stuff. Right, so we'll get filled in the PSI method. We'll go down to the basement.
I'll change my battery over.
Rig the gear up. So we put you guys on here for now. Don't worry.
Don't you? I need to change this battery over. Do you want some light on, Tony? I can put the lights on for now.
Oh, no, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. But still. Wind's good. Wind's good.
Oh God, come on, that bloody thing. Oh God. I'll change my battery over. Do you want the lights on, Mark? Sec. Do you want the lights on in it?
Yeah, I've got so much on.
I can't fucking see a thing, like.
Where's the room?
I'll show you now, mate. You desperate?
Yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
I'm going to set this down and then come back for the laugh.
No, we were going to do it. I think we decided we were going to do it in the butcher's room or the other room. Just me, and a piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
Leave that light on there. Sunday night. Just push it to it over. So that's that opposite.
Let's get this gear and get you set up for the,
Going down to that PSI experiment. I'm just gonna take a shit. Push the shit over.
what guys were back. And get Phil set up with the PSI method.
So there he is.
And we'll go. So you guys down to the cellar. Just gonna sort some.
Hi, SL Spookfest. Hi, mate. Sorry I didn't get back to you straight away. I was upstairs. Up in the ballroom. I am now going to, in about 5 or 10 minutes' time, I'm going to go down to the cellar and I'm going to try the PSI experiment, which I will put on the video. So that's what I'm going to try now, in about 5 minutes.
Every time. Don't put this all week, something about downstairs. You can sit and watch. Well, thanks for staying with us, guys. As I said, we're going to take Phil down to the cellar now. Going to set them to the PSI method. That's better. So we're going to set Phil up to do the PSI method, which he's really looking forward to. Is that right?
Well, what's the family coat?
No. Oh, have you got it?
What we doing to
There it is. Oh, is it? Oh, no, is it? She did. If anyone sees Phil's torch on the line, let us know.
What we doing?
We'll just go out without it. Okay.
Are we making our way down?
Yes. Oh, it's on top of the piano, bud.
What?
Mark, we're in the cellar, dude.
I'm keeping that torch in my pocket. Right, I'm going down to the cellar to try the PSI experiment. This will be on the video whenever I edit it and get it out. You can hear rattling, that's me getting the bar of chocolate out. You done that? Got everything?
Oh,
Got everything? Yeah.
right.
You got to keep what you're bringing down, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You got
I thought-
stuff?
I thought it was on about
Tony,
me taking a dump.
Yeah,
shut that cellar door, mate, when you come down. That door,
yeah, no problem.
just in case. Just in case. Fuck off. Look at this. It's like a flaming film set in here. Right.
So we're gonna sit you there.
Okay. I'll set the camera up.
You've got a mic on, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, only to the tablet. Only to the tablet, not to this.
All right.
Yeah.
Will the camera pick it up? Pick you up from over here? Just move it closer.
Oh, focus. I feel like I'm going to be executed here.
You know what? That might even happen.
Hey?
We've been doing this experiment for about 7 years.
I know nothing about this experiment, nothing at all. So
Good.
it'd be interesting because I don't know anything about it.
You'll notice the difference when you do it and when we do it. You'll see the difference because our minds are tuned to it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So let's try a PSI experiment now. So if anything happens to me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.
Fry me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast.
It's not going to allow, is it?
No. Right, okay, let's just centre the shot. Right, brilliant. So, what's going to happen is we're going to turn, where's the light, is that the light switch there?
Yeah.
Right. Right, so all the lights will be off. We'll leave a little bit so we get the light off so it's right, so people can still see you on camera on the live.
Okay.
You'll be wearing this. What this is going to do, it's going to dissipate the light that's going to go into your eyes. So just so it's not so harsh.
Okay.
We're going to turn this on now. It's just a nice little weak strobe.
I feel like a bit the opticians.
If you want to pull your chair a little bit further up.
I have my eyes open when I do this. Johnny has his shut. So we both do it differently.
And if you just get sat comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to line this up.
Some fucker's got a car.
Noisy, in it?
Is that dead centre?
To my eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Right.
bit tad higher, Tony. Just a tad higher. Yeah, that's about right.
We good?
Yeah.
Excellent. So what you'll hear is come on, you damn thing. Okay.
Put them on.
So that's what you will be listening to. What you'll have to do first is put those on,
Okay.
and then I'll hand you the headphones, then we'll turn the lights out. Now you must remember any impressions that you get,
As in visual.
as in visual, any mental impressions, any names.
Any sounds. If you see an image in your head, just say it.
Just say,
Just
say
random,
what
yeah.
it is. If you feel like you're walking somewhere, if you see a door, if you see anything, if you hear a name, if you feel you're being touched,
Okay.
just vest everything
Okay.
and keep your voice down. Don't be tempted to shout because you will not hear yourself.
Okay.
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 All right.
Yeah.
We'll tap you on the shoulder to finish. All right, unless you want to take the mask off and finish.
but just finish in your own time. As I said, there are no expectations. It's just anything you experience, okay?
So it's just for the camera. Phil, can you hear my voice? Phil? So Phil can't hear us. Get that brick. We're just looking for the switch to turn the lights off. Babsy, hello. Is it morning already? What time is it, Babs?
Just gone 12, 12:15. I can't find this damn light switch. That's it. That's brilliant. Right, so Phil is now doing the PSI method. He can't hear anything that we're saying, but hopefully any impressions Phil gets tonight, any mental visuals, words, feelings, touches, otherwise, we've instructed him to verbalise that. So it's a waiting game now. Let's see what Phil comes out with.
So for those joining on YouTube, there's 14 viewers. We are at Antwerp Mansion in Manchester. We are flashing a red strobe in Phil's face. He's listening to white.
Find it very hard to keep my eyes open. Feel like I just want to drift off and go to sleep.
We'll start asking questions shortly.
Yeah, just let Phil get into the experiment. For those of you who have never seen this done before, this is our take on the Ganzfeld experiment. We call it the PSI method. And we're completely flooding Phil's senses at the minute. His visual cortex is getting confused because of that flashing strobe. And what you can't hear is Phil is wearing noise cancelling headphones, which are flooded with white noise. So effectively all his senses are being taken away. And he's being instructed to verbalise any mental images that he sees, any sounds he hears in the white noise, any touches that he feels, etc., etc. So we're going to start asking out in a minute or so and see if Phil will respond to any of the questions that we ask. Bearing in mind he can't hear anything what's going on outside or in the room.
I feel like there's a lot of vibrations around my chair, a little bit of static as well, back of my head.
That is actually quite popular with this experiment, feeling the ground move or feeling your chair move. Well, we know something's happening. Do you want to start asking questions on that?
If there is any spirits in this building, or particularly in this basement, can you use Phil to communicate with me now? Is there anybody there? Is there anyone with us? Put an image in Phil's head. Give him a name. Touch him. Just let him know that you are there.
Phil is in a completely open state now to receive any messages that you may want to impart to him. That goes from any images you wish to show him. If you wish to show Phil your name, if you want to tell him your name, you're more than welcome. That's why we are doing this experiment. So we're appealing to anyone in spirit that may be in this place. Can you communicate with Phil now? Can you give him your name, please? Can you put an image in Phil's head? Can you put a religious image in Phil's head for us, please?
So I'm going to try something to me.
Yeah.
I will try and transmit an image
Okay.
to him. See if he can get it. Very simple shape.
Okay.
I'm going to go triangle.
All right.
I'm going to think of a triangle.
Very drafty around here. I know I'm sat next to a fireplace.
Perhaps this isn't a take on the estates method. This is a take off the Gansfeld. We don't do the estates.
If there is anyone in spirit who wants to communicate with Phil while he's undergoing this experiment, can you send the image of a triangle to Phil? Can you put an image of a triangle in his head, please? Thank you. Can you approach Phil while he's in this state and try to communicate with him, please?
Getting like static. So some of your hairs, it feels like static, if I could describe it.
Toby Hansen, did a child fall through a window? Not that we're aware of. And I kind of want to cry. Please don't cry, Toby. Yeah, it wasn't fair. It's still alive, though, isn't it? Yeah.
If there's a spirit in this basement with us, can you start affecting Phil? He's the one with the face mask on, with a red light flashing in his face. Can you push him?
We're appealing to anyone in spirit who may be here. If you could approach Phil while he's in an open, receptive state, and if you could give him your name. Can you speak your name to Phil? Right. Right. Has it really? My God, that's gone quick. Please approach Phil and communicate with him in any way you see fit.
Fireworks.
Good grief.
So let me go to 20 minutes. We're at 17 now.
I'd do the full half hour.
Really?
It's his first try, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do the full half hour. He'll only think he's done 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If someone can approach Phil, someone in spirit, if someone can approach Phil, who should be in an open and receptive state, if you can communicate with him any way you can, if you can put an image in his head, if you can give him a number to speak out, if you can give him a word, a name, your name, if you can give Phil any information, show him an image that he needs to relay, we'd be most appreciative. Thank you. No doubt you can hear all the fireworks that are going off.
So that Phil ain't heard anything.
Perhaps he's asking us Phil them to sleep. We don't know. Maybe.
We're going to wake him up soon.
Yeah. It proves those e-defenders work. Oh, they work very well, Babsy, yeah. Tobian says, a kid about as tall as Phil is sitting. What is that? Have you got the sense of that happening, Tobian? Have you got the sense of the one big, or is it something you've seen?
So for everybody watching, Phil has never done this before.
Feel like all my body's being pushed to the left. Not physically pushed, but feel like my body wants to go that way. Just like drop.
Is that you pushing Phil or trying to push Phil?
If that is you pushing Phil, can you push him some more? Can you approach Phil and give him a name? Or give him your name? Could you please put an image in Phil's head? What are you doing?
Is there anyone at all in spirit in this basement? Affect Phil, please. He's laughing. Big grin on his face. He's laughing. Let me zoom in.
Can you show Phil an image? If there's anyone in spirit that we're communicating with, please communicate with Phil. Can you show Phil an image? Something that was important to you in life. Tobian is saying, show him that you are a kid, if you are a kid. Please communicate with Phil in any way, any form you see fit. Could you put some kind of image in his head, please? Could you give Phil some kind of message? We would love it if you could tell Phil your name, just your Christian name. Can you affect Phil physically? Can you touch his head?
Did they come out with anything that you expected?
Well, yeah,
not?
you did exactly what we expected
Did you?
on the first attempt, and that's relatively very little.
Oh, okay. You go like in a trance state, don't you?
How long do you think that you were
On
sat
it.
there?
15 minutes?
26 minutes.
26 minutes? Was it that long?
Yeah.
It feels like you're on a train.
Yeah.
That's what it feels. It's like an old-fashioned train. I keep getting drafted, but I know it's that thing there. But with the wind and everything else, and then you feel like your body was moving, like wanted to be pushed that way, just like don't want to go that way all the time.
I was asking if there's any spirit to push you.
Yeah, it wasn't being pushed, but you know, your body just wants to go that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you go into like a sleep state or,
Yeah.
and then it started to go that way slightly.
But the thing that you mentioned about the chair right at the beginning, that is really common.
That was right at the beginning. I didn't mention it first because I thought, no, it was my imagination. But then it felt like there was something tapping me chair, and then there was like static, like the only way I can describe it is static on your hair.
Yeah.
Like if you walk past something and it goes like that, your hair. Somebody's just tugging at it.
feeling the chair vibrate or feeling the floor move underneath you is really common. I get that a lot with this experiment.
But I found it very hard to stay awake for the first few minutes. I felt like I wanted to just drift off to.
Right?
No, like
It
if
is
you,
very
no, like
relaxed.
if you were dying, I presume, and you just try to stay awake, and you just think, "No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking
Yeah,
let
just
go."
go with it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird, strange feeling.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Very strange
But
feeling.
the more you would do this experiment, the more it would come. It's all about trusting the process.
Yeah.
Would you want to do it for 15 minutes?
Yeah, I won't do it as long because I don't need to.
Right.
'Cause I can go straight into it's like a trance with me and because we've
I
done
would-
it for that long.
We've been doing it years. Yeah.
That's what I said to you. It feels like you're in like a
Yeah,
trance
I've got to
state.
go.
Yeah.
It's
brilliant.
strange.
We're in there.
In fact, all the sessions that we do, all the experiments that we do, we keep a log of everything. With everything that's said, it's written down in the book, and you would be amazed at the time how many times we get direct responses. I'll ask a question, Mark will say no.
What when you can't hear you? Obviously, 'cause I can't hear a thing.
Straight away, like
I can't hear a thing.
Did you hear us asking any
No,
questions?
I couldn't even hear that.
No,
So
yeah, that's it. You're in your own little space.
couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
It
It's
just felt like at
beautiful.
one point I just wanted to drift off to wherever I was going, wherever
Yeah.
that would be.
Just go. The trick is just to go with the experiment. Just trust the process and just submit yourself to it. You know.
Different.
Can I just say, I don't know anything about this place apart from you said it was 18 something it was built.
Yeah, I forgot myself now.
So that's just for the record because it's recorded. I want people to know that if I come out with anything. Is it still playing for me?
There you go. Are you all right with it at that height? Do you want a bit higher? Or?
That'll be all right when you turn the white light
I
on.
was going to say, bearing in mind my lights on, there's the headphones, dude.
Sure.
Right.
You're going to take a timestamp.
Right, we're 20 to 1.
Is it 20 to 1?
It is.
Time flies.
Right.
I'll just move that because I can see it.
Oh, the screen will go off in a minute. It goes into the clock. Right, okay, so as you've seen, Mark's just stepped in to do the experiment. So we're going to do this for 15 minutes.
Seeing movement in the red light. Are you moving?
Not between the light and Mark. No, there's no movement.
Feels like there's somebody very up close to my face here.
If there is anybody in spirit, if you would like to approach Mark and maybe give him a name, just a Christian name, that would be wonderful, thank you.
So there is two names. Somebody right in my face. Getting Harry and Harold. I don't know if that's the same person.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you tell Mark what relationship that you've got with this place? Where you
Winslow.
Winslow. Could you tell him what relationship you've actually got with this place, please? I can't imagine for 1 minute you're simply passing through.
Hello?
Hello?
Harry?
What's the question?
I'll say to him, what room is this? What room did this used to be?
The room that you're in. Oh, what the room?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Try it. Yeah. Good idea.
What do you reckon?
There's something, I don't know what this means, Phil, you might know what it means. Something about the trees at the front of the property.
Don't know anything about the trees at all.
Oh, God, somebody were right in my face. Harry.
Do you know who died in the red bedroom? It's a bit weird if he comes out with that. Tell me the name of the lady that died in the red bedroom. Age 57.
So I don't know where this is coming from. Phil, do you know anything about the death of a woman upstairs, died in a room in bed, cancer?
I don't know if she had cancer. Can you tell me her name?
Mary.
That's weirdly specific. It wasn't Mary.
I don't know. I don't think it was Mary.
I think the weird thing that is happening at the minute is Mark is answering your questions,
Which room?
not necessarily with the right.
He wouldn't know it was the bedroom. He wouldn't know it was the bedroom as I do. He wasn't. I'm only talking there so they can hear me.
Which room?
I'm seeing that little room Tony and I were in with the records.
Mark, who was the member of the family that died here? Her name began with S. She died age 57.
Can you tell us the name of the lady who died here, Mark?
Winslow.
Can you tell us the name of the lady who died in the red room, please? Can you impart that information to Mark so he can tell us? Thank you.
If you can't give me the first name, Mark, give me the surname. Give me the surname of the family that lived here.
I felt as if I was somebody was blurred on the side of my face, on my right.
Did you die here? Was there a lady that died here in the red room as we know it?
I'm also getting the image of a small boy. He's dressed in like his clothing is really like it's like rags, and he's pulling on my left sleeve as if he's trying to get my attention. He's got dark hair. His face is really dirty.
Toby has been talking about a boy.
Got no shoes on.
So I'll get my glasses because I can't see a thing.
All right.
Mark, tell me the name and tell me that I'm upstairs now. Mark, tell me the name of the person. Tell me the name of the person that died in the. What room are you sat in now?
Hey Charlotte, how are you? We're just doing an experiment down in the cellar. Unfortunately, the cellar door hasn't moved. I've left the camera on all night, but nothing's moved as far as I know. So we're just doing an experiment with PSI down in the cellar area. It will be on the video. Quite interesting. Nothing really happened. Nothing much happened to me, but quite a bit's happened to Mark downstairs.
Mark, tell me what room it used to be where you were sat.
And if you're there, Charlotte, get Steph to send us a Saturday date for that thing. She's still not replied.
Mary.
And he says,
So cold to the right side.
Donna says, Mary, again.
You know when you get somebody leans in, it's like that, and I'm sure it's this Mary. It's like a woman's face coming in, and going out. It's coming in like that and going out.
Is that a different line?
She's upstairs.
It's a different habit. This is yeah. So, Amy, Lily says it's so fascinating but a little scary. Donna says, Mary, I get us the name. Did you say fall on stairs or did she
I
push
feel
you?
like there's loads of people. There's lots of people just stood watching.
Can someone impart the name of the lady who died in the red room, please? In this very house.
Like, why would this basement be crowded with people?
Donna says loads of kids.
When he mentioned before about a dirty boy in rags, could that have been a chimney sweep?
Very possibly. Yeah, they used to
Because
use kids, didn't they?
I know you can't see it on camera, guys, but there's an old fireplace to the left of us as well.
Yeah, it was just to the right of Mark, about 6 feet in front of him, just to the right of him. There is an old fireplace.
He sounds totally different when he speaks. Doesn't sound like Mark, does it?
Yeah. It's kind of like you kind of speak more like a deaf person because you can't hear your own voice to regulate what it sounds like.
It's weird.
Right, your really high pitched scream.
Gonna bring
So
might be my laptop.
upstairs.
Might be my
I
laptop.
keep getting that word upstairs.
Let me see if I might get my laptop down.
Harry.
Harry. Were you one of the people who lived here, Harry? Did you live in this place?
So it feels like somebody keeps coming really close to me.
Who is it? Who is it who keeps coming close to Mark? Can you give us a name?
Oh, somebody's touching me.
That's it. 15 minutes. Sorry about that. I know you just.
Oh dear. Well
I
done.
was aware of somebody there as well. I thought, fuck it.
Marvellous.
Oh, that was funny.
I know that always is a shock, but what can you do? What else can you do, you know? Or maybe next time we'll just try turning the light on white.
So Mark, why my obviously I know you got your TikTok in, but why my camera's running for that video of mine? What exactly is that experiment?
It's when you get a chance, if you research the Gansfeld.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I thought it
But
was.
We've changed it to this.
Yeah.
The Gansfeld, you had a sender and a receiver.
Yeah.
Two people doing this at the same time. We wanted to do it so we could do it with one. Sometimes we will stand there and say, I'm thinking of a shape and I'm transmitting it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
If you can't hear me, or if Tony was doing it, he won't be able to hear me. But yeah, we've kind of shortened the experiment to one person. So that's why we name it the PSI method, but it's taken from the Gansfeld.
Yeah.
It was interesting. You was going on about a boy. It came to me. You were going on about a boy in rags being in here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I said to Tony, could it be a chimney sweep?
Oh yeah, possibly.
Because every room's got a chimney in down here in this place. Maybe. Don't know. Just thought.
Yeah, maybe. Early on.
Was it?
When Phil
I can't remember what I said.
was saying about, give me the name of the lady who died in the Red Room. And I think you said something about a lady.
You did.
In the Red Room, but you gave the wrong name. And that was a.
Well, you might be right. It might be another name.
I kept hearing Mary. That's why I said Mary.
Well, that was a direct response. We were having a conversation at one point.
I mean, like, obviously, we don't know the history. If you ever got all of the history, and see if you could research the names.
There's only one name I knew of. It wasn't Mary, but it doesn't mean to say there wasn't a Mary.
So every time I get one name, I always try and get the surname, but I can't always get it. It's hard. It's. So, I mean, what you probably don't know about PSI is we actually started out. Well, I started it with before Tony. It was to help people that were having like psychic issues, because I used to do like a psychic development, and this is almost going into that trance state. Do you know what I mean?
It does send you that way.
It does, yeah.
When I did it, because obviously it's the first time that I've done it,
Yeah.
but it felt in between, like not dying, but you know, if you was dying and you were going on your way somewhere, wherever it is, it felt like that. Then I felt like I was on a train, and
I thought I just wanted to drift.
Out of your brain, out of your what's.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
it's
it
the
just-
Pineal gland. Is it?
and you're stimulating it with that red
Oh, the
stroke.
pineal.
Pineal gland.
Yeah, you maybe are activating your third eye,
Mhm.
you know, because it's maybe experiments like this that get you in the state
Yeah.
that kind of allows you to, that allows those images to come through from your third eye. But you, as I say, you've got to really learn to trust the experiment.
If you
Go
can
with it.
just get hold of a strobe and put a red filter in front of it and do this yourself at home, the more you do it, the more open you become to stuff. It is really, because people said, you're hallucinating. I said, well, if I'm hallucinating, why am I coming out with a proper history? I don't even know it.
Yeah.
We've come up with all sorts before.
Oh yeah.
At the beginning of that experiment, especially at the beginning, you was saying you come out with quite direct responses to what Tony was saying.
And do you know what? That's the norm for us in this experiment.
I don't even know what
It
I'm
wasn't
saying.
always like that.
It took a while.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
I mean, don't forget we've been doing this experiment over 6 years now
Yeah, nearly
as
7
a
years.
team. Yeah.
So our brain kind of goes into that mode a lot quicker than when you did it, because that's the first time you've tried it.
Mm.
You should try it more often when you get the chance, if you can just set it up yourself.
But it's fascinating, isn't it? It just takes you to
Weird.
that other place that allows you to relax a little bit more, and it's more like an isolation experiment, like the isolation.
But you do feel like you're isolated. Because it's funny because I'm thinking, I was sat there and thinking, I wonder where Mark stood. I wonder where Tony stood.
For a minute then I thought you two would clean off upstairs.
I did
No,
at one
it's-
point, but I did once to get my glasses.
There's one thing that we always try to make clear to people who come and do this experiment with us, and it's there's kind of like going to be a lot of trust there, because you've got to trust the people who were kind of like stood watching you. They're stood watching you for a reason, because they're asking questions, and if anything goes wrong, they're there. But we don't generally move, you know.
No.
And which it's just that element of trust. It's you've got to know where those people are right there because they said they were going to be there. And you don't want people. You don't want to be thinking people are wandering around the room or in your face or walking behind you or anything. That would just spoil it. If that's on your mind while you're trying to go through the experiment, you just spoil it.
Weird.
Yeah, that's all. It's just experiment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a good one. Yeah. We've got a book full of tracks that Mark and I have written of our conversations whilst doing this experiment, and some of the replies are just.
Instant.
Is a so Baba? Yeah, it was Baba. Can they hear me? But you know that you can't hear a damn thing. You just completely out, and you're thinking about it now. Is it thinking I was that way? It's great. It's a good experiment.
Shall we go and have a cup of tea?
Yeah.
I need to take my tablets.
Let's go.
I
have
need to
some
take mine too.
Let's go and get a drink.
Yeah, because it was my first time, I just kept having really weird. It was more like a relaxed state. It was more like a trance state, relaxed state.
Yeah,
That's
what
all.
you
That's
should
the only
do.
way I can explain it. And I'm a person that finds I'm very hard to be able to relax me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always wanting to do something on the go.
Yeah.
I felt like I was drifting off.
Do you know what it might be? The white noise.
Could
Because I
be.
need white noise to go to sleep.
Yeah. Strange feeling. Very like one side. Like my body just wants to like have a drop off to the left and just drop off and go to sleep or whatever. It was weird. And it happened. It started going to the right then. It's very strange.
Excellent. I'll take this up. Come back. So, what should we do with the line? Do you think? Should I?
Good evening. Apple smoke. Oh.
Oh, Charlotte, if you're there as well, when we were up in the top nightclub area, you'll probably know what I mean, in the big room at the top, we all heard what sounded like a voice going. Me and Tony heard it at first, and then Mark heard it about an hour later on, and he said it was right down his ear, and it's the same sort of sound, like a very strange. A lot of fireworks going off again tonight, though, as usual. There's Mark from PSI. And if you want to go, are you on live now, Mark?
No, I've cut the live for now. I think might do another one.
Mark's probably doing a better live camera than this. So if you want to head over to PSI Paranormal Investigations, they're actually doing a live as well. If you want to head over to them. So I'm just going to get a drink now, and I was just hoping the cellar door would open. I'm going to shut it again. Just for your information, Charlie, it is a very flimsy door. It hasn't moved tonight, as you can see. So weird that night when it happened to us. That's what we heard.
Yes. Hello there. What are you doing? Checking out. I mean, what's up? Come on. Stay there, I'll bring it to you. Does he still have it out? No, no way. Look, I've got 67 where he gets something. Well, the name of the place, the whole, well, I think we've got it. Yeah. Cheers, Phil. Thank you. Because I don't all the water, it's a bit cold. Okay, it was one way with it. Full tap there. Take one there. Not even triple. Sorry. I think you still want to a spoon. Take a very yes spoon. What we do next, lads? Well, should have got different areas of the building. Yeah. In the basement, one maybe on this level and one on the next level, so we've got a bit. I was going to suggest that, yeah. Let's place it. Just to remind us that there. It looks the same as last. Yeah. Yeah, it is, fascinating place though, it's, I can kind of see why it seems to be coming back here.
Did you do this by yourself last time?
No, no. Well, maybe I'll go with quite a little about.
No,
You do get a voucher, don't you, by yourself?
Yeah. For the movie. Look at fire, and I'll take it, 4 pounds. So,
Yeah.
I'll sell it, not somebody's out of hold. Big, big building there, pull down there, put it down,
not about,
not put it down, or,
right.
it was like massive, massive seller. It was great, it's just getting beautiful, oh. Do you know what I mean? Right, we had the whole building, literally, so, no combination, nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing.
Well, that, that's some quiet, no, that's what you want to know.
How do we get these places then? Is what?
It's like researching.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
It's looked at it, lovely thing.
just reach out to them, say,
So I see that do what we do. So, no way for the usual events and shit. So, some will give you a discount. Some not put it on, some won't. Well, you look how much on that this ticket, it's 60 cents quid.
Yeah.
I still spend 2 tickets, 250, 250.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
without really breaking ways, people.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Too many people contaminate the area anyway.
Oh, people subscribe.
Yeah.
No, that'd just be, that would be, no,
We're singing these tea boxes in.
yeah, we'll do that. Put it in the,
You want us to?
no crust,
It's quite a bit of a bit, isn't it?
no crust beans, yeah. What do you mean, rooms, yeah, yeah.
Nobody can't wait to get back to the woods, can they?
So what?
Nobody can't wait to get back to the woods.
Yeah, and it's always, it's always been one of those places that I don't know, whatever you're on saying is the anticipation level. You know what the place was. And that kind of helps, I think. But it's always drawn us back time and time again, hasn't it? It just fascinating, it's just a fascinating place. And when you know the history, what went on there and what on the grounds?
It's a shame it's out, don't it? You should enjoy it now.
Yeah.
No security there.
No.
It is private ground as well. We used to go.
They don't probably.
Oh, yeah, we've never been challenged or something.
But I don't know.
Oh, it's not fenced off or anything, you just walk on.
If you didn't know it used to be one of those, you wouldn't know it. It's just, what a fascinating history. Yeah.
That was quite good. Oh, yeah, basically, local. Oh, that's very local. Eating and managing the on life. Right, one. And that finished it. And it's so much like, it was about 30 money, all dressed up in 40 years past.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. How they done it, it's absolutely, it deserves the award for how they've done it. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, all the top fashion, that one music playing. The all of it, beautiful.
Well, it's still in pretty good condition then, it's still with windows. Oh,
I've never seen, obviously, it's on the to the wall. I've never seen so much stuff. You take it to days, like, read anything, you want to read anything, look at it. Take it 2 days. You know, that's the film, the visual, the required.
yeah.
The original, the vehicle that you use, it doesn't have to be used. Used to, you have to have it.
Okay.
I like it. The music's got it. The vibes, you know, oh wow.
Which I think would require a film was. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Who's your favourite places you've been? I think, on a personal level.
It was. It was. To be honest, I like pretty much everywhere where we go, because even if nothing happens, yeah, just get it out and do it something.
Quite agree with you. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
there's no time, I don't think you what's the time?
No.
It's probably around about 11.
Yeah, the time starts on your cameras everywhere, doesn't it?
Well, what's that? What on?
How do you know? Oh, see?
It'll be on the live, so won't it?
Yeah, of course it will. Of course it bloody will.
You go for that.
I certainly am.
Sometimes you don't get almost to the one, almost. Just get off it, and then sometimes you get through it. Anything else, something will happen when we get there. Anticipation. Yeah, that's something's going to happen.
I've been in quite a lot of night. Felt in danger, I think it's all get like that sometimes.
I don't know about that, I'm sorry, nothing. Flying this year, that's not why I probably was just like, careful. But we know you think, so we're going down to know about the, the way out. Looking that way. Yeah. Well, I can make it, I'll go in, so I'll go in and talk about that, so I'll talk, nothing. Any line whatsoever. You know what I mean? Not the idiot.
I took a torch one before the barracks went dead. It was in the loft area, and I went, oh shit. Yeah, I had to feel the way.
And you know, there's nothing worse than when you don't have a light. That's what we always carry back as well.
Yeah, I was obviously, I was about to sleep, just in case that, and obviously before.
No, we use these as backwards. We've got like a little imminent torch. I mean, they look quite innocent, don't they?
You can set fires.
Yeah.
They're really strong. Yeah. You set it on full beam and put in some newspaper that just set it down. That's some. You know, that. Yeah, we can do up to 3, 4.
No, it's not. The battery must be getting slightly down because it has a turbo set as well, and they're getting quite a little bit more. But water it with the unit.
You have to make sure that turn off properly because it's not go off in your pocket. Then another.
Yeah, you've got to look them out by.
I didn't have an easy one, so yeah, on the switch.
Well, that's what they do with the lockout function to this, because you can't turn it on accidentally after you've locked it out. Because they do it a lot. It's even a video setting. It's
You can spare it on fire, yeah, so look at what, and I told you, turn it on and just set fire to the speaker. Some reroll outside as well.
Some bubble. Blessing. Oh, this is a bit.
Is all that on YouTube?
Right.
Is yours on YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't get many, this is why we don't get that many. of them.
If you look back now, you watch these back, oh, fuck it, I watched it. You walk away. You walk away. No.
No, he's not going to go with it.
It's actually funny, it probably is. No, I bet you someone with it, I'm not.